So I think we can all agree on one thing, that 2023 is going to be a great year for not just TV shows and games and all of that, but I think there's a reason why 2023 is going to be a great year in terms of fighting game goes like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken. So those are three of the most important elements of how to make a great fighting game in 2023. So we're going to talk about that during the commentary video. Roll it. There's a reason why everybody is looking forward to the Tekken 8. It's because of the story continuation of Jin Kazama and all the other characters from the Tekken franchise that we all grew up and love. But you know what? I think Tekken 8 is definitely one of the most anticipated games of 2023 because of its updated graphics. And honestly, this really has me excited because if you know, last year I did my reactions to it, and you already know what was my overall thoughts on it in terms of graphics goes. But Tekken 8 must be a must play in 2023 because of this update, and you can tell the people behind it are really working hard on giving the fans what they really want in terms of creating a fighting game that meant a lot to everybody since Tekken was first introduced in 1994. But seeing this crazy gameplay and crazy graphics update in 2023 is a game changer, because the way these people have created such a unique fighting game based on the popular hit in the 90s, and it also had an animated movie at one point, but I heard that it was not good, so I wouldn't recommend it. But the one that's on Netflix, I would definitely recommend you checking that out, because that is an anime series that you need to look at, even though it's only 6 episodes short. But guess what? It's still great. Tekken 8 will be a great year for 2023 when it comes out, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Coming in at number 2 would be Mortal Kombat 12. That's if we're ever going to get an announcement, because for the past 2 years we've been hearing something about Mortal Kombat 12 and Mortal Kombat Trilogy Remake. Is it going to be remade? Is it going to come out? Like, nobody knows what is going on with NetherRealm Studios and Warner Brother Games, because I feel like personally Warner Brothers is basically holding NetherRealm Studios back of ever announcing a new Mortal Kombat title. And honestly, I just want this thing to be announced, because we want to know what's going to come first, Mortal Kombat 12 or the Mortal Kombat 2 sequel film. So honestly, I really think that Mortal Kombat 12 should be announced. I don't want another Shaolin Monks remaster. All we want is a Mortal Kombat 12 announcement. They said that they was going to announce something very soon, but we really don't know when. But honestly, I think Mortal Kombat 12 is going to end up being my most anticipated game coming in 2024 or 2025. 25, excuse me. That's if we're going to end up getting an announcement, because I feel like Ed Boon has been very quiet. I'm not saying anything, but I can promise you this: when it comes to Mortal Kombat 12 or MK12, however you want to call it, excuse me, I believe that it's going to end up being announced on social media, and all we can do is just hope and pray and be ready to make some videos on it. Now, some honorable mentions goes to Marvel Spider-Man 2, and honestly, I think when it comes to Insomniac's Marvel games, I think they're the best in terms of storytelling, the way Peter Parker and Miles Morales' relationships are in the games. But honestly, this is definitely my most anticipated game as well, because I got my PS5 last year with my own money, but at the same time, I want to get my hands on these games that comes with the system exclusively. And we all know this from the jump. I want to get my hands on this because of 3 things: Peter Parker, Miles Morales, including my favorite anti-hero Venom that is in this game as well. Now, to me, this game is, once again, and I'm going to say it again, is one of my most anticipated games of the year because of Venom. You could play as Peter Parker and Miles Morales. That would be cool. Next up would be Wolverine. Now, Wolverine is one of my most anticipated games as well because I love the character, I love Logan, but the fact that he's getting his own game from Insomniac, it really makes me excited to even play as the character, the beloved character from the X-Men. Whether it's Logan or Wolverine, I think Wolverine from Insomniac is going to be one of the best games out there. Now, at number 1 would be Street Fighter 6. Now, we all know that we've seen this coming, right? Street Fighter 6 is one of the most anticipated games of 2023, which is going to be coming out in the summer, which is something I am looking forward to the most because I love Capcom. I love Street Fighter because I grew up with it. Started with Special Champion Edition on Sega Genesis all the way up to Street Fighter 4 and 6 right now. But honestly, I just think Capcom has done a good job of giving us a brilliance of deliverance of what it is you call Street Fighter 6, because that game alone is definitely something that I am mostly excited about because it came first before Mortal Kombat. And for one thing, when it comes to the new original characters being introduced in Street Fighter 6, some of them we've seen in Street Fighter 4 that are making a comeback or a return to the series, like Jury and some of the characters from Street Fighter 5 that are making an appearance. But as far as like some character changes go, like Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, Guile, all of them, and you can tell by the storyline of Ken in Street Fighter 6, he's going to end up having something very different about him because he's going through a lot. Some people say that he is going through a divorce, having his child or children taken away from him, and he's running from the government or something, or has he fallen on hard times for the most part. But honestly, I really think that Street Fighter 6 might be the most playable game in 2023 because we all love fighting games, but I think Capcom has making the best of it in terms of the combat systems and working on the combos. But the graphics of Street Fighter 6 has definitely improved since Street Fighter 5, debacle or whatever you want to call it. But honestly, I think Street Fighter 5 is going to be everyone's must playlist before they die. And honestly, I'm right up there with them because I love Street Fighter. I grew up with it. But it's something about Street Fighter 6 and its character designs really makes me think of Street Fighter 2 a little bit in terms of them having the updates, in terms of the classic characters like Ryu, Chun-Li, and Guile, and Blanca and them are allowing you to use the retro costumes. And notice how Ryu no longer has the spiky hair like he always has in previous installments. So I think Street Fighter 6 is going to be a great year for 2023 because of its graphics and update. And I know I've said this multiple times, but I don't care. It's my channel. I love this franchise even more. So Street Fighter 6 coming in number 1 is a must play. Alright y'all, so I appreciate you for sitting through that crazy commentary video that I've done. And like I said, 2023 is gonna be a great year for video games and TV shows and movies and all of that. And not forget about music as well. But for me, I mostly care about fighting games because I am a fighting game fanatic. I love Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken. I believe those fighting game franchise is gonna be a great year for 2023. So if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the notification bell, and please also make sure you join in that join button when you click it so you'll be able to get your mercs. So I'll be able to know who joined the DH family, who is a brand new member. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna see you.